Have you ever found yourself wondering what the future holds? Especially now, perhaps as you're enjoying a well-deserved retirement or maybe navigating the challenges that come with these golden years. It's a question we all ponder, isn't it? How long will we be around to enjoy life, to spend time with loved ones, to experience new adventures, or simply to savor the everyday moments? It's natural to think about these things, especially after reaching the milestone of 70. It's a time of reflection, a time of appreciation, and often a time of considering our own longevity. You might find yourself looking back on your life, thinking about the choices you've made, the people you've met, and all the experiences that have shaped you into the person you are today. And, quite understandably, you might be wondering about the years that lie ahead. Now, I'm not talking about gazing into a crystal ball or relying on old wives' tales. What if I told you that science actually offers some clues, some surprisingly accurate indicators that can help you understand your potential lifespan after 70? That's right. Researchers have identified certain factors, certain signs, that can provide a surprisingly clear picture of your longevity. That's exactly what we're going to explore together today. In this video, we're going to delve into 7 scientifically proven signs that can predict how long you'll live after 70. Understanding these signs isn't about dwelling on the inevitable. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge. It's about making informed choices that can positively impact your health and well-being, allowing you to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Think of it as having a roadmap, not to a specific date, but to a potentially longer and more vibrant future. We're not going to be focusing on doom and gloom. Instead, we'll focus on what you can do. Because even if some of these signs aren't exactly where you'd like them to be, there are almost always steps you can take to improve your outlook. Remember, knowledge is power, and with the right information, you can take control of your health and your future. So, are you ready to uncover these fascinating insights? Let's dive in. The first sign we're going to talk about might surprise you. It's something that often gets overlooked, but it plays a crucial role in determining your overall health and longevity. Your walking speed. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Walking speed? Really? That seems too simple. But hear me out. Studies have consistently shown a strong correlation between how quickly you walk and how long you live. It's not just about getting from point A to point B. It's about what your walking speed reveals about your underlying health. Think of it this way. Walking requires a complex interplay of various bodily systems. It involves your cardiovascular system, your heart and blood vessels, your respiratory system, your lungs, your musculoskeletal system, your muscles, bones, and joints, and your nervous system, your brain and nerves. When all of these systems are working efficiently, you can walk at a brisk pace. However, if there are underlying health issues affecting any of these systems, your walking speed may slow down. Research has shown that older adults who walk faster tend to live longer than those who walk slower. A meta-analysis of several studies published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, found that walking speed was a significant predictor of survival in older adults. The faster the walking speed, the lower the risk of mortality. So, what constitutes a fast walking speed? Well, it's not about sprinting, of course. It's about maintaining a comfortable but brisk pace. A good benchmark is around 0.8 meters per second, or about 1.8 miles per hour. If you're able to maintain that speed, that's a good sign. But what if you find yourself walking slower than that? Don't despair. The good news is that you can improve your walking speed with regular exercise. Activities like brisk walking, jogging, swimming, and cycling can all help to strengthen your cardiovascular system, improve your muscle strength, and enhance your overall fitness. Even simple things like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking further away from the entrance of a store, or going for a daily walk around your neighborhood can make a significant difference. The key is to be consistent and to gradually increase the intensity and duration of your exercise over time. And remember, it's not just about walking faster. It's about improving your overall health. So, make sure you're also eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and managing your stress levels. All of these factors contribute to your overall well-being and can help you live a longer and healthier life. Now, let's move on to the second sign, your grip strength. Just like walking speed, grip strength might seem like an odd indicator of longevity, but research has consistently shown that it's a powerful predictor of overall health and mortality. In fact, some researchers even consider it to be a biomarker of aging, meaning that it provides valuable insights into your biological age. Grip strength is simply a measure of how much force you can generate when squeezing an object. It's typically measured using a device called a dynamometer, which is a handheld device that you squeeze as hard as you can. The dynamometer then measures the force you exert in kilograms or pounds. Why is grip strength so important? Well, it reflects your overall muscle strength and function. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process known as sarcopenia. This loss of muscle mass can lead to weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls and injuries. Grip strength is a good indicator of how much muscle mass you have and how well your muscles are functioning. Studies have shown that lower grip strength is associated with a higher risk of various health problems, including cardiovascular disease, cancer, and even dementia. It's also been linked to a higher risk of mortality. A large study published in The Lancet found that every 5-kilogram decrease in grip strength was associated with a 16% increased risk of death from any cause. So, how can you improve your grip strength? The good news is that there are many simple exercises you can do at home to strengthen your hands and forearms. These exercises include squeezing a stress ball, using hand grips, doing wrist curls with light weights, and even just opening and closing your hands repeatedly. You can also incorporate strength training exercises into your overall fitness routine. Exercises like lifting weights, doing push-ups, and using resistance bands can help to build muscle mass throughout your body, including your hands and forearms. Again, consistency is key. Aim to do these exercises several times a week and gradually increase the intensity and duration as you get stronger. And remember to consult with your doctor or a physical therapist before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. Maintaining a healthy grip strength isn't just about living longer. It's about maintaining your independence and quality of life. It allows you to perform everyday tasks with ease, such as opening jars, carrying groceries, and even just holding on to things without dropping them. So take care of your hands and forearms, and they'll take care of you. Now that we've explored the importance of walking speed and grip strength, that science has linked to longevity after 70, your social connections and engagement. This might sound less like a physical marker and more like something philosophical, but believe me, the science here is compelling. It's not just about having friends. It's about the quality and depth of your social interactions and the feeling of connection you experience. Loneliness and social isolation can be incredibly detrimental to your health, almost as harmful as smoking or obesity, studies suggest. We humans are social creatures. We thrive on connection, on belonging, and on feeling like we're part of something bigger than ourselves. When we're socially isolated, our bodies experience a chronic stress response, which can weaken our immune system, increase our risk of cardiovascular disease, and even accelerate cognitive decline. Think about it. When you're surrounded by people who care about you, who support you, and who make you laugh, you're more likely to take care of yourself. You're more likely to eat healthy, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. You're also more likely to seek medical attention when you need it and to follow your doctor's recommendations. Conversely, when you're lonely and isolated, you might be more likely to neglect your health. You might be less motivated to cook healthy meals, to exercise, or to even get out of the house. You might also be more likely to turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as overeating, drinking alcohol, or smoking. So, how can you strengthen your social connections and combat loneliness? The good news is that there are many things you can do, no matter your current circumstances. Start by reaching out to family and friends. Even a simple phone call or a handwritten letter can make a big difference. Schedule regular visits with loved ones and make an effort to stay connected, even if you live far apart. Join a club or group that shares your interests. Whether it's a book club, a gardening club, a hiking group, or a volunteer organization, joining a group is a great way to meet new people and to engage in activities that you enjoy. Consider volunteering in your community. Volunteering is a wonderful way to give back to others, to make a difference in the world, and to feel a sense of purpose and connection. There are countless volunteer opportunities available, so find one that aligns with your passions and skills. Take a class or workshop. Learning something new is a great way to stimulate your mind, to meet new people, and to expand your horizons. Consider taking a class in art, music, cooking, or any other subject that interests you. Embrace technology to stay connected. Social media platforms like Facebook and Skype can be powerful tools for staying in touch with family and friends who live far away. Learn how to use these technologies and use them to connect with the people you care about. Remember, it's never too late to build new relationships and to strengthen existing ones. Make an effort to prioritize your social connections, and you'll be rewarded with a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Now, let's move on to the fourth sign, and this one often gets missed in conversations about longevity: the length of your telomeres. Now, this one is a bit more technical, but I'll explain it in a way that's easy to understand. Telomeres are like the protective caps at the end of your chromosomes, similar to the plastic tips on shoelaces. They help prevent your DNA from fraying or becoming damaged. Every time a cell divides, these telomeres get a little bit shorter. Eventually, when the telomeres become too short, the cell can no longer divide properly, and it may become damaged or even die. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a candle. Each time you light the candle, it burns down a little bit. Eventually, the candle burns down completely, and you can no longer light it. Telomeres are like that candle. They get shorter with each cell division, and eventually, they become too short to function properly. The length of your telomeres is considered an indicator of your biological age. Shorter telomeres are associated with aging and an increased risk of age-related diseases, such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Longer telomeres, on the other hand, are associated with better health and a longer lifespan. So, how can you influence the length of your telomeres? While you can't completely prevent them from shortening, there are things you can do to slow down the process and even potentially lengthen them. One of the most important things you can do is to manage your stress levels. Chronic stress has been shown to accelerate telomere shortening. Practicing stress-reducing techniques such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature can help to protect your telomeres. Eating a healthy diet is also crucial. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains provides your body with the nutrients it needs to protect your DNA and to maintain healthy telomeres. Avoid processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of red meat, as these can contribute to inflammation and telomere shortening. Regular exercise is another important factor. Studies have shown that people who exercise regularly tend to have longer telomeres than those who are sedentary. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Getting enough sleep is also essential. Sleep deprivation has been linked to shorter telomeres. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. While telomere length testing is becoming more available, it's still not a routine part of medical checkups. However, by focusing on the lifestyle factors that support healthy telomeres, you can improve your overall health and potentially extend your lifespan. Even without knowing your exact telomere length, adopting these healthy habits is a win-win situation. You'll feel better, and you'll be giving your body the best possible chance to thrive. Now that we've talked about telomeres, a microscopic marker of aging, let's shift our focus to something you can more easily observe: your cognitive function and mental acuity. How sharp is your mind feeling these days? Are you able to remember names and dates easily? Can you focus on tasks without getting distracted? Your cognitive function is a critical indicator of your overall health and longevity, particularly as you get older. Cognitive decline is a natural part of aging, but it doesn't have to be inevitable or severe. Many older adults maintain excellent cognitive function well into their 80s and 90s. The key is to keep your brain active and engaged throughout your life. Just like your muscles, your brain needs to be exercised to stay strong. When you challenge your brain with new activities and experiences, you stimulate the growth of new neural connections and help to protect against cognitive decline. There are many ways to keep your brain active. One of the most effective is to learn something new. Whether it's a new language, a new musical instrument, a new skill, or a new subject, learning something new forces your brain to adapt and grow. Another great way to keep your brain sharp is to engage in mentally stimulating activities such as puzzles, games, and reading. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, chess, and bridge are all excellent choices. Reading books and articles can also help to stimulate your mind and expand your knowledge. Social interaction is also crucial for cognitive health. Spending time with friends and family, engaging in conversations, and participating in social activities can help to keep your brain active and engaged. As we discussed earlier, social connection has a multitude of benefits, and cognitive health is definitely one of them. Physical exercise is also important for cognitive function. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, which helps to nourish brain cells and protect against cognitive decline. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Even a brisk walk can make a big difference. In addition to these lifestyle factors, it's also important to manage any underlying health conditions that can affect cognitive function, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol. Work with your doctor to manage these conditions effectively. Maintaining good cognitive function isn't just about living longer. It's about maintaining your independence and quality of life. It allows you to continue to enjoy the things you love, to make informed decisions, and to stay connected to the world around you. So, make an effort to keep your brain active and engaged, and you'll be rewarded with a sharper mind and a longer, more fulfilling life. Let's transition to sign number 6. This one is all about how you handle the inevitable bumps in the road, your resilience and ability to cope with stress. Life throws curveballs at all of us, regardless of age. But how you respond to those challenges can significantly impact your health and longevity. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, is a critical factor in determining how long you'll live after 70. Chronic stress can take a toll on your body and mind. It can weaken your immune system, increase your risk of cardiovascular disease, and even accelerate aging. However, people who are resilient are better able to cope with stress and to bounce back from setbacks. Resilience isn't about avoiding stress altogether. It's about developing healthy coping mechanisms to manage stress effectively. There are many things you can do to build your resilience and to cope with stress in a healthy way. One of the most important things you can do is to practice self-care. This means taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental needs. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, and engaging in activities that you enjoy. Another important strategy is to build a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who care about you, who support you, and who can help you through tough times. Talk to your friends and family about your challenges, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Developing a positive attitude can also help you to cope with stress more effectively. Focus on the good things in your life and try to find the silver lining in every situation. Practice gratitude by taking time each day to appreciate the things you're thankful for. Learning relaxation techniques such as meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises can also help you to manage stress and to build your resilience. These techniques can help to calm your mind, relax your body, and reduce your stress levels. Remember, resilience is a skill that can be learned and developed over time. By practicing these strategies, you can build your resilience and improve your ability to cope with stress, leading to a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Finally, the 7th sign, and perhaps the most impactful in terms of how you experience your life, your sense of purpose and meaning. This might sound a bit abstract, but it's incredibly important. Having a strong sense of purpose and meaning in life is associated with greater happiness, better health, and a longer lifespan. When you feel like your life has meaning and that you're making a contribution to the world, you're more likely to take care of yourself and to stay engaged in life. A sense of purpose can come from many different sources. It might come from your work, your family, your hobbies, your volunteer activities, or your spiritual beliefs. The key is to find something that you're passionate about and that gives you a sense of fulfillment. If you're feeling lost or directionless, take some time to explore your values and interests. What are you passionate about? What do you care deeply about? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? Once you've identified your passions and values, find ways to incorporate them into your daily life. Volunteer for a cause you care about, pursue a hobby that brings you joy, or spend more time with loved ones. Remember, it's never too late to find your purpose and meaning in life. Even small acts of kindness and generosity can make a big difference. Helping others, offering support, and sharing your talents can give you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Cultivating a sense of purpose isn't just about living longer. It's about living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. It's about waking up each day with a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that you're making a difference in the world. So, take the time to explore your passions and values and find ways to live a life that is full of purpose and meaning. So, there you have it. 7 scientifically proven signs that can provide insights into your potential longevity after 70. We talked about your walking speed, your grip strength, your social connections, your telomere length, your cognitive function, your resilience, and your sense of purpose. Remember, these signs aren't meant to be a definitive prediction of your lifespan. They're simply indicators of your overall health and well-being. And more importantly, they are areas where you can take action and make positive changes. The great news is that you have the power to influence many of these factors. By making healthy lifestyle choices, such as exercising regularly, eating a healthy diet, managing your stress levels, and staying socially connected, you can improve your health and potentially extend your lifespan. Don't let age define you. Focus on living each day to the fullest, embracing new experiences, and staying engaged in the world around you. Remember, age is just a number. What truly matters is how you live your life and the impact you make on the world. You have wisdom, experience, and a lifetime of stories to share. Embrace this chapter of your life and live it with passion, purpose, and joy. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonated with you the most? What steps are you taking to improve your health and well-being? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more informative and inspiring content. Here's to living your best life at any age.